I often say that public relations is like selling, and I tell you why in this podcast. Bonjour, hello everyone. I'm Nata, host of the Nata PR School podcast. You're a successful entrepreneur or marketing manager and you're about to launch a new product or service, or you've been selling your goods for quite some time, but you want to learn how to increase your visibility, get known, and reach more clients? At Nata PR, we deal with real clients every day, and we'll teach you simple, fun, and honest PR solutions. You'll learn easy steps to combine PR to social media right now. Keep listening and let's get started. Bonjour, hello, and welcome to the Nata PR School podcast, episode 252. Yes, public relations is just like selling, and I will tell you why in this episode. People often imagine public relations as a world of glamour, fancy events, and almost magical visibility that appears with a few well-placed phone calls. Like, you have these women, they just pick up the phone and get some journalists talk about a product or something new, right? And if you're like me, a fan of Sex and the City, you probably remember Samantha, this famous character. I loved her. She was the iconic publicist, outgoing, always looking at men, and she was not afraid to talk about her own sexuality, if you remember her. She always had a champagne glass in her hand, but quite far from how things really happen in public relations, I can tell you that. So yes, it happens once in a while that we go to luxury events, but it's maybe 1% of the time. Because in truth, yes, public relations is a form of selling. We spend our day proposing and selling. But it's a very special sell. It's very subtle. It's very strategic as well and deeply human. I love to say that because it is true. It's not about convincing a customer to buy something right away. It's very different, but in a way similar because we propose a story to a journalist or a new angle. We propose to an influencer to come live a new experience. So PR is selling without selling. What does it mean? At the heart of public relations is really this ability to convince a journalist, a partner, or an influencer that a story is worth sharing. We don't push, we don't manipulate ever. We only propose. Many people tell us no. Like, how many no's do we get in a week, in a day? Many. But, we're there to propose, we're there to inform, we're there to spark interest. Just like in sales, PR is about presenting an idea, a point of view, an angle that makes someone want to know more. A good salesperson highlights a product's benefit. A good PR professional highlights the relevance and value of a story. And to do that, we use the press release. Yes, this famous number one tool, a PR number one tool. It's a way to package a message that it becomes interesting, helpful, and relevant. That's why I like to say a press release is simply a well-presented value proposition for a journalist, even for an influencer, but mostly journalists, they need to have all the facts. It has to be well written, well prepared, because that's precisely what it is, an invitation for the media to enter your world and share your story. I always say that we have two types of clients. We serve two types of different clients. Of course, the brands that do hire our services. And on the other side, journalists and influencers. So to Nata PR at the agency, the media are also clients and we pay attention to them and serve them as highly as possible as if they were the top clients, always. We often forget this, right? That journalists and influencers behave very much like real clients. They have specific needs, tight deadlines, mental overload, and every day they have to sort through hundreds of pitches and press releases. They are professionals who are extremely busy, so our role is really to make their life as easy as possible. So our job is really to send pertinent information, the clear angles, credible data that we have verified, and spokesperson that are ready to speak to them. So it has nothing to do with ego and praise our clients and they're the best and they won awards. No, on the contrary, it's about responding to a real need from the media, from their workflow. That's why I often repeat that just like in sales, PR is not about talking about yourself. It's about meeting the real needs of a journalist and influencers. What do they talk about? What do they need? What do they want to say to their readers? So when you understand this, everything changes. Your messages become sharper, your communication more effective, and your response rates much higher, of course. So a strong PR pitch is very important here. So a pitch is this email. It's what you put in your email to convince a journalist to go further and to read the press release that you send. So the parallel between sales and PR becomes even clearer when we look at what makes a great pitch, a media pitch. It's like a sales pitch in a way. So whether it's aimed at a client or a journalist, the ingredients are very similar. You need a strong hook. So the title of your email must be very catchy. A clear value proposition. You have to be very, very precise and sharp and concise, of course. And you have to send it to the right person at the right moment. That's another key. So a press release pitch, let's say, a pitch and a startup pitch follow kind of the same rules, right? They must capture interest instantly, then make the other person want to know more. So a good pitch that's exactly what it is, to make someone say, hey, interesting, tell me more. This is why to me PR is about selling ideas, of course, and building relationship that lasts. So public relation is not something mysterious. No, it's not. It's a lot of work, a lot of selling, as you can see. And it's simply a smart and strategic form of selling. A kind of selling that doesn't push products, but ideas, stories, and vision. And the good news is PR is simple and you can learn it. I'm teaching it at the Nata PR school. So if you're not on our list, get on our list because I have one last free workshop on the press release. Don't miss it. On December 17 is the last one of the year. So to make sure you don't miss it, sign up for our mailing list and you'll also receive our 6-step templates on how to create a press release. You can register at natapr.com or click on the free Nata PR model and you're going to get. So hopefully I'll meet you on the 17th. It's the last free workshop, or in 2026 in one of our training, of course. So hopefully, more than anything, I hope you'll be listening to this podcast in 2 weeks. Merci. Au revoir. Hey, you want to learn more about how to implement PR strategies? Head on to natapr.com and get on our list. You will also receive the Nata PR model on how to create a successful PR campaign. If you want to become a client, just send us an email to nata@natapr.com. Talk to you next week. À la semaine prochaine.